Scene.com. I see y'all been rocking with us. Kelly Swanson, what's up, baby? Everybody in boxing, the Charlo twins are taking the fuck over. Steven Espinoza just walked up. He said he thought me and my brother both was gonna lose. So I don't know what they would. I can't wait till he come over here to congratulate me. But
Jermell Charlo with a decision win over Sergey Derevyanchenko. In this fight, Jermall Charlo made Derevyanchenko's eye look real ugly. Nice jab for Jermall Charlo, right hand and uppercuts. This is a good win for Charlo. Through the middle rounds, I had it close. After that, Charlo took over, hurt Derevyanchenko numerous times in this fight, and I'm one of the ones that will bust his chops, discredit him, criticize him for fighting tomato cans. Now I'm giving him credit for fighting a top contender in the middleweight division. Now, I'm still ain't buying what Leonard Ellerbe said. Leonard Ellerbe said Canelo is scared to fight him, which we all know Canelo offered him a contract. The Charlo I saw in the ring with Derevyanchenko couldn't even touch Canelo. First of all, he throws his punches too wide, and after he throws a punch, it takes him too long to reset. Canelo is a world-class counterpuncher, and he punches harder than Derevyanchenko. And Canelo would go inside more, and Canelo has excellent head movement. Another thing, once Canelo's inside, he's gonna go to that body. Canelo's probably the best body puncher in boxing. Jermall Charlo did pass the test fighting Derevyanchenko. He passed that test. I am not convinced that he could beat Canelo Alvarez, but it was a good win for Jermall Charlo. Jermell Charlo was also on the card against Jason Rosario. First of all, I would like to say I think Jermell Charlo is the best at 154. Now, with that being said, it's not much at 154. It's pretty weak division. Going into this fight, I thought Jason Rosario was a weak unified champion who has been stopped by Gallimore, has a pretty good punch, but once he gets hurt, he doesn't know how to fight off his back foot. I knew this would be a problem in this fight. Rosario is a good aggressive fighter, but he does not have head movement, and that's going to be a problem. I will give Jermell Charlo props and credit for that win because he beat a unified champion. When you watch this fight, in certain spots, I had Rosario winning. More aggressive fighter, throwing more punches, and then he gets clipped. Now, the first knockdown I didn't count, but when Jermall Charlo on that left hook, that one counted, and that body shot was weird, so I don't know about that. That could go either way. That's your opinion. It looked like a jab to the stomach, but it wasn't a hard jab to the stomach. And it seemed like the guy was about to have a seizure on the camp. So I don't know if this is a legit knockdown or he just wanted out of the fight. Who knows? I'm gonna give full credit for Jermall Charlo for the win. Is he ready to be in the pound for pound list? No. Now that was the recap on the fight. What I really want to talk about is Leonard Ellerbe saying that the Charlos are the next Mayweathers of pay-per-view. Sometimes I think Leonard Ellerbe says things just to hear himself talk. The casual fan doesn't even know who the Charlos are. Mayweather, the casual fans either liked him or they hated him. Mayweather had a big base to go on, and that's where he made him the pay-per-view star. You are talking about an all-time great like Floyd Mayweather, who rose up to $800 million to $1 billion in his career. The Charlos will never have a run like that. Ellerbe says he sees similarities between when Mayweather started and how the Charlos are starting. He also adds that the Charlos can become a can't-miss draw like Mayweather. I just don't see it. Like I said before, Mayweather, they named Mayweather Fighter of the Decade. I disagree with that, but the majority had Mayweather as Fighter of the Decade. Also, Mayweather had a share of haters, and he had a lot of admirers. That makes up for a big pay-per-view fan base, which the Charlos don't have because a lot of casuals do not know who they are. Ellerbe adds the Charlos are dynamic, they have their own personalities, and they have charisma. I think what the Charlos need to concentrate on is staying on pay-per-view. Because once you get on pay-per-view, you don't want to get off pay-per-view. And if you want to stay on pay-per-view, you got to fight quality opponents to build your fan base. To me, as far as the pay-per-view sales go, Mayweather's untouchable. I don't even think the Charlo twins could touch Canelo. What they need to concentrate on is fight quality opponents so they can stay on pay-per-view. That means I expect Jermall Charlo to fight an Andre, a Triple G, Canelo, a type of fighter like that. And the same goes for Jermell, and I know it's division weak, but he has to find somebody that people are willing to pay to see him fight. So for the Charlo brothers, welcome to pay-per-view. No more tomato cans. And one last note on the Derevyanchenko fight. Remember in the last video I told you it depends what Derevyanchenko shows up. The Derevyanchenko that fought Triple G and Danny Jacobs, or the Triple G that is 34 years old. Not taking anything from Jermall Charlo, but we got our answer last night. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Jay Beezy. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gone.